The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
In an offseason fueled by takes from utter morons, we have maybe the best one yet. Mike Florio ranked the Jets 25 in his preseason power rankings. That's right. The 25th best team in the NFL is apparently the New York Jets.
Man, our Jets are primed for a historic season.
The Jets won the Super Bowl. We on top of the damn universe. Our championship will mean more than any of them cheating Belichick ass Patriots.
You ain't lying there.
We got the best defense in the league. We got the best quarterback in the league. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Don't nobody want to see the Jets. Jets.
The king has spoken. The king has spoken.
We bleed Jets green each and every day. This is not the same old Jets. We have Aaron freaking Rodgers. We have Garrett Wilson. Let's go. We have Breece Hall. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chat, baby. Cut the line. We have Sauce Gardner. We have Quinnen Williams. The Jets bandwagon is loaded. Now it's time to talk all things New York Jets. It's the Jake Asman Show.
Here we go. Show number 2 on the day. Smash the like button. Turn on your gift receipts, boys and girls, because you never know what's going to happen on this show. I do know that it will not be a 2-hour show because I'm recording this just before 5 p.m. Eastern time here on Monday, and I'm on ESPN Radio tonight, coast to coast, and on Sirius XM channel 80 on the 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern slot. So looking forward to that. Game 7 in hockey later. We'll talk about that and much more on the show. So tune in tonight, Sirius XM Channel 80, your local ESPN affiliate, or, of course, if you're in the New York area, 10:50 a.m., and you can hear me on national radio. All right, let's talk about the dumbest take of the entire offseason. It will not get any better or worse than this one right here from Mike Florio, who despises, with every ounce in his body, Aaron Rodgers. You almost have to respect the hatred the man has for Rodgers, because Florio has been pounding the Aaron Rodgers storyline the last 2 weeks on his show, on Twitter, every article over at PFT, and this is just laughable, folks. I'll put it up so you can see it. Here's the New York Jets on Mike Florio's power rankings. 25th out of 32 teams. 25th. According to Mike Florio, the New York Jets are somehow a worse team than Bo Nix and Zach Wilson, or Sam Darnold and J.J. McCarthy, or Derek Carr and the New Orleans Saints. The New York Jets are 25th on Florio's power rankings. There's being a hater, and then there's just flat out, you're supposed to be a member of the national media. Why don't you actually cover the league objectively and not let your bias and pure hatred of Aaron Rodgers or Woody Johnson, because he's a Donald Trump supporter, prevent you from calling it how it is? 25th. The New York Jets last year had the worst quarterback play in the league. And how many of these teams in front of them did they have a better record than? I'll give you a hint. It's several. 25th in the league, according to Mike Florio. Look, I get it, Mike. You don't like Aaron Rodgers. But can you be objective just a little bit here? 25th? Really? There's ranking a team a couple spots lower to cause a reaction. Then there's just pure bias and hatred. I've seen other publications like Pro Football Focus talk about the Jets having the second most talented roster in the AFC. Mike Clay from ESPN has picked the Jets to win the Super Bowl. He's an analytics guy that takes his job seriously. Aaron Rodgers played 4 plays last year. The Jets had 13 O-line combinations in 17 games. And they still went out there and went 7-10. Better than some of the teams Mike Florio has ranked in front of them. This is embarrassing, Mike. I get it. You hate Aaron Rodgers. But this is sad. 25th in the league, really? They have the second highest odds to win their own division. 25th in the league. Last year, the Jets had no quarterback. Now they have Rodgers back and a legit backup in Tyrod Taylor. And you're going to put them 25th? You're going to tell me that the Denver Broncos and Minnesota Vikings or the Bears, who have a rookie quarterback, are better than the Jets, or the Falcons, who have Kirk Cousins coming off the same exact injury Rodgers is, although his happened in the middle of the season? You're going to tell me the Falcons are a better team than the Jets? You're going to tell me the Steelers with Justin Fields or Russell Wilson's a better football team than the Jets? Here's the best part, though. So on the actual website, because I gave Mike Florio at least the decency to hear him out, I clicked on the link. He got me. Congrats on your click, Mike. He put the Jets at 25th. His reasoning, they're counting on way too many injured veterans to stay healthy. Last I checked, they have a protection plan for each of these said injured veterans. Tyron Smith's backed up by Olu Fashanu. Aaron Rodgers backed up by Tyrod Taylor. Mike Williams backed up by Malachi Corley. How many injured veterans are the Jets really relying on? It's 3 guys. Their defense is not a bunch of injured veterans. Their defense is the same defense that was top 5 in any category last year with no help. Look at the teams in front of the Jets. The Vikings, will they be better or worse without Kirk Cousins? Hey, Mike, I can tell you the answer. Worse. They're starting a rookie or Sam Darnold. The Broncos, if Bo Nix doesn't win the week 1 job, it could be another long year. The Jets beat the Broncos last year, Mike. You remember that? With Zach Wilson at quarterback? Of course you do remember that, but you choose not to mention that. This just follows. This is extreme with what Florio is doing here, right? I mean, he has a severe case of Rodgers derangement syndrome. But this just highlights, for the most part, the national disrespect the Jets continue to receive. People can't just stand the fact that they actually have a damn good team. And would have been a playoff team had Aaron Rodgers not gotten hurt. Not a Super Bowl team. But if the Browns could have got in at 9-8 last year, so could the Jets if they had better quarterback play. If they had Tyrod Taylor last year, they win the first Patriots game, they win the Raiders game, they win the Falcons game. That's 3 games I gave you right there. That's if they just had Tyrod Taylor. But congrats on your extra click, Florio, because you got me. I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt and say, okay, what's the reasoning behind your analysis on the Jets here? How come you're saying the New York Jets are 25th? Are they counting on way too many injured vets? You mean 3 of them? Am I missing someone, Jet fans? Who's the other injured vet the Jets are really relying on this year? It's a quarterback-driven league. They got Rodgers back. He doesn't have a history of injuries. They signed Tyron Smith. He played 13 games last year. They drafted the consensus second-best offensive lineman, pure left tackle in the draft to back him up. Malachi Corley has already turned heads. I heard from someone over the weekend, by the way, that Corley was one of the most impressive players at OTAs. So that's a little nugget I got for you guys. But you just got to laugh when you see this shit, man, because that's what it is. This is garbage. If you're looking at this list here and you actually think it carries any objectivity whatsoever, I don't know what to tell you because it doesn't. If you paid attention here, you know. You know. What have the Chargers done to be ranked 15 versus the Jets at 25? What moves have the Chargers made? They got a better head coach, sure. Who's Justin Herbert throwing to? How's their defense right now? They're going to be 10 spots ahead of the Jets? Really? Such a garbage list. but we've spent way too much time on it. But just know, anytime you get a take from Mike Florio and it involves the Jets, it's inherently biased. Then look at some tweets Mike Florio's had over the years, see his political leanings, and then you know exactly why he hates the Jets. And I used to have Mike on my radio show in Houston as a weekly, and he was a good radio guest because we didn't do politics. We talked about football. This list is so ridiculous. But anyway, that's enough Mike Florio. Let's open it up. Your comments, your questions, your super chats. I only got an hour, so let's get it started. Betty Baboon writes in, if I'm not mistaken, Florio's a Vikings fan, so this doesn't surprise me. Can't wait for the season to prove everyone wrong. LFGJ. I don't care what kind of fan he is. Putting Aaron Rodgers and the Jets at 25 is the most it's like, it's so asinine. It's like not even like worth like truly grasping. Drew with a super chat. In all my years watching football, I've never seen a player face so much scrutiny and so many character assassinations. Tebow is second, and it's not close. I mean, what did Aaron Rodgers do to these people that he broke their brains? Because that's really what this is. If you think the Jets being ranked 25th in the NFL is anything other than a clear anti-Jet and anti-Aaron Rodgers bias due to politics from Florio, I don't know what to tell you. The Jets owner supports Donald Trump. Aaron Rodgers was outspoken about vaccines during COVID. He supports a third-party candidate. If you don't think that's what this is about, I'm sorry. You got to find a different show because you're too stupid for me to handle. Because that's what this is. Just talk about football, man. If you're talking about the Jets, they won 7 games last year with no quarterback. They have Rodgers back and Tyrod Taylor. They have one of the more talented teams in the league on both sides of the ball. Are there some concerns with injuries? Sure. Are they somehow worse than the Vikings and a rookie quarterback in J.J. McCarthy or Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos? Absolutely not. To put them at 25 is a joke. How many F-bombs will King drop when he sees this? Folks, I have to remind all of you, we have to tone it down with the cursing. This is a family program.
On behalf of the Jake Asman Show, we apologize for the foul language.
Please, come on. It's not that hard. Some of you it is. I get it, but good God. Hit the like button. If you think Mike Florio's take is embarrassing, smash the like button. Comments, questions, super chats. Nick is up first today. What's up, Nick?
What's up, Jake? Hey, so you know what's interesting? Can you pull up his logic again, or whatever his justification is? I thought it was really neat, 24, that he has the Saints there, and he's talking about Derek Carr and Dennis Allen, when a year ago we were talking about who was our options for quarterbacks. I mean, again, we always have that debate about, is Douglas a good GM? He made the right decision. No matter what the options from last year, if you look at where the Saints are this year, we would have been in absolute, I'm not going to use the S word, I'm going to keep it PG friendly here for you. But yeah, it would be a crapshoot. I thought that was really interesting. And to have, like some of these, you can't put a rookie starting quarterback above Aaron Rodgers, let alone most starting quarterbacks.
By the way, if Tyrod Taylor was the Jets starter, he'd be better than a rookie in J.J. McCarthy, and he'd be better, until proven otherwise, over a rookie in Bo Nix.
Well, look at fantasy. Fantasy is a great example, too. Like, every rookie quarterback is always low because they're going into bad scenarios, bad situations. It's not, probably the best team in there that's got a rookie quarterback in terms of roster is probably Minnesota, at least that I see. But everything else in there is all subject. Anything lower than 15 is ridiculous.
Well, think about it, Nick, and thank you for the call, my man. They last year had no quarterback, and they picked 10th. They were better than the 2015 in the league last year without Rodgers playing for them. And what have they done this offseason? Oh, they added Hassan Reddick, who's better than Bryce Huff. Oh, they then were able to bring back their Pro Bowl level kicker and punter. Oh, they then signed a second-team All-Pro left tackle, backed him up by a first-round pick, then traded for a above-average top 15 right tackle in Morgan Moses. Oh, they have another year of Joe Tippmann? Like, come on, man. This is a joke. Mother effing Chew with a super chat. Laughable. The Jets were better than 25th last year. Amen, Chew. Amen. Mike D's Nuts writes in, laughable. Is this Mike D's nuts?
Is this Mike D's nuts?
You bet your ass it is. It is laughable, Mike. You're 100% right. More of your calls right now. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us on the line is a guy we didn't hear from on the first show today, but oh boy, did we miss him. Charles Eugene M. Gorman. Hello, Charles.
Hello, Jake. How are you?
Hey, Charles.
Yeah, I've heard about what Mike Florio had to say, and honestly, I just don't give a crap.
Thank you, Charles.
I mean, the media, it is what it is, Jake. I mean, you should be surprised at this point. The media can be full of baloney.
You got a haircut, Charles? Your hair looks good today.
No, I combed it. I gelled it this morning.
Oh, very nice.
What
else you got for us, Charles? At least you're not eating on the air this time.
Yeah, very funny. Yeah, I know.
Very funny. You do it every time. It's not a joke.
I don't do it every time.
Almost every time. Any day now, Charles.
I'm sorry. No, I mean, I think the Jets will be fine this year if they stay healthy, which is true. They do have to stay healthy, but
what's for dinner
the thing
tonight, Charles?
is, how can the Vikings be better than the Jets if J.J. McCarthy is unproven? You don't know what the Broncos are going to be with either Bo Nix or Zach Wilson. So what? I don't understand what Mike Florio is thinking. Why? Because Aaron Rodgers supports a candidate I don't give two rats butts about, and RFK Jr.
Any chicken soup for dinner?
No, I'm not hungry right now.
Hey, Charles, I need some more of that chicken soup.
What about later?
It's too hot right now. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm reading the comments and people are just spewing garbage. A lot of it, they're spewing garbage. Yeah, for those, okay, I will tell you, for those who are wondering, I put thank you, James Gunner there because I just saw the on-set photos of his Superman suit, which I thought looked great.
Are you going to go as Superman for Halloween, Charles?
I don't know. I don't know about that. I'll have to see what I can do, what I can come up with. But the on-set photos of James Gunn's Superman movie, which is still scheduled to be released on July 11th of next year, which is arguably my most anticipated movie of the year.
You know what my most anticipated movie of the year is?
This year?
Yeah.
What is it?
Well, I guess it's technically 2025. February 2025, the Jets Super Bowl DVD.
I think we would love that. But let's make the damn playoffs first before we think about Super Bowl.
Charles, what meal are you and I going to enjoy together if the Jets make the playoffs? We'll eat it on the air together. We'll get the people what they want. You chewing.
I don't know, Jake. I don't know. It depends on what my mom's cooking that day.
It better be some chicken soup. Can you promise me I get to try the chicken soup if they make the playoffs? Thank you for the time, Charles. I can't do this space cadet thing where you don't even acknowledge my question.
I'm sorry. I do acknowledge you, but thing is, I will consider doing chicken soup if my mom makes it. All right? I'm just reading the comments because I have OCD, I have ADHD, I got all a bunch of shit. Anyway, excuse my language for all the little boys and girls and the moms out there that are watching. Listen, anyway, it's good to be here on the show.
Charles, thank you for the time, but I have to warn you.
On behalf of the Jake Asman Show, we apologize for the foul language.
Come on, Charles. You're the second caller. You can't be cursing. Unbelievable. All right, more of your calls right now. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is one of the greatest dog groomers to ever do it. Ladies and gentlemen, Charlie Hart on line one. Hello, Charlie.
Hey, everyone. Hey, Jake. I didn't know you were going to be on again, but I saw the title and I just couldn't believe it. But listen, I'm done for the day, And I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't be done for the day because I think I'm gonna find Mike Florio with my big grooming truck, and I'm gonna unleash all the dogs in my truck after him. After hearing his power ranking on the Jets, 25th, dude. Derek Carr was trash.
Well, you know what's so funny,
Carr-
Charlie? I just saw this tweet. Zach Rosenblatt, who covers the Jets for The Athletic, and no Jet fans a fan of The Athletic right now for obvious reasons this offseason. Zach Rosenblatt tweeted, "This list is a joke," and he covers the team. You actually have Jet beat reporters who are not known to be Jet homers actually saying how big of a joke this is. Rosenblatt wrote, "The Jets at 25 is laughable."
It's ridiculous. The Colts, like I said, the Saints. Honestly, it's just. So what makes the Falcons better than the Jets? They're in the same situation pretty much. Aaron Rodgers hasn't really taken any snaps for the Jets, and neither is Kirk Cousins. They're both coming off the same injury. It doesn't make any sense to me. Literally, when I started watching this, I tried to not like curse because I try to be a good Christian man, and I won't curse, and I'm not a cursor, but literally, they make me want to rip my hair out when I hear these takes. Do they expect people to believe this stuff when they read it? Like, do they really think that people are going to believe this stuff?
Well, to me, Florio, a good call, Charlie. Like Florio's hatred of Rodgers, you just expose yourself with this. Like, no one's going to take your commentary seriously when you put lists like this. You know what I mean? Like, you hate the guy so much that it has the opposite effect. It makes people who maybe don't like Rodgers or don't have an opinion on him actually want to root for the guy or root for the Jets because, people see through this. We see this in politics all the time too. There's such a clear, incoherent bias that's going on here, or it actually is very coherent. What's incoherent is the rationale. 25th on this list. Look at the teams in front of the Jets here. And if you told some of these GMs they could have their current team or the Jets, how many of them are saying we'd swap rosters in a second? Give me a break. I mean, this really is a trash list, folks. No other way around it. Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. Peter Castro says Florio's take is laughable. Just another hater. We're going to have to update the Rodgers Derangement Syndrome Asylum because Mike Florio has a severe, and I mean severe case of RDS. Wow.
Has zero respect for this organization and this head coach. Forget what's going on with vaccines and just be a quarterback for one damn year. Instead of that, he's not here for no reason. The team isn't the problem. He's the problem.
I mean, deranged, man. Tommy's into the padded room. Yeah, throw him in. Outrageous. More of your calls right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Clifton is up next. Hello, Kyle.
Hey, Jake, if you're trying to wean the Asmaniacs off the salty language, leading with Florio is not the way to do it.
That's fair.
This guy is the worst person in all of media. I despise him. And it's the same thing with him and Jimmy Kimmel. They're all, thin-skinned. They think they can take pot shots at anyone. A couple of weeks ago, Florio wrote that, Rodgers was insulated by the New York media and the softball questions that he was getting. Meanwhile, this is the same guy who eliminated the PFT comment section. He is the worst. I don't understand how you can look at this objectively and look at the Dolphins and see the problems that they're having in the trenches right now. You have Jalen Phillips and Chubb coming back off major injuries. They were decimated on the O-line with the loss of some of their guys, and Teron Armstead, another year older, he's having the same problems getting on the field as Tyron Smith has had. I don't understand where this is coming from. It's a little aggravating to me, and I was all fired up for my own salty language until I saw your disclaimer at the top of the show. But I'm trying to keep it all in check.
It's crazy, man. Well said, Kyle. It's an out of control ranking. And it's like only done for one reason and one reason only. Brian checks in with a $20 super chat. Power rankings of Jets media haters. 1, Colin Cowherd. 2, Nick Wright. 3, Shannon Sharp. 4, Joy Taylor. 5, Mike Florio. 6, Skip Bayless. 7, Mike Francesa. 8, Kevin Wildness. I would put Florio 1 ahead of Colin. Honestly. The rest of the list I think is fine. I would put Florio 1, Nick Wright 2, Cowherd 3, Joy Taylor 4, Shannon 5, Bayless 6, Francesa 7, Kevin Wildest, I have no idea, 8. I would find someone else for Kevin instead of. I'd put Chris Canty on this list before I'd put Kevin. He called Aaron Rodgers a cancer, which I think is the lowest of lows. So that'd be my updated list, just off the top of my head. I'd probably put Michael Lombardi on this list somewhere too. I'd probably put him ahead of Skip Bayless. I don't think Skip cracks the top 10. Skip doesn't typically make things political like many of the guys on the list do. And he might be saying, Jake, what evidence do you have that people on this list are making it political? Let's go back to earlier this offseason when Colin Cowherd said this about Aaron Rodgers.
Forget about his vaccine and political opinions.
Before I play the rest of the clip, why does that even need to be said on a sports show? Right? If we're talking about sports, why does Aaron Rodgers' political opinions or vaccines even need to be said before you then make your point? Why do you need to qualify your point you're about to make? I wonder why.
Forget about his vaccine and political opinions. Aaron's football IQ isn't very high. Aaron's football IQ isn't very high. Aaron's football IQ isn't very high.
Like, come on. Also, any Aaron Rodgers hater list, this guy needs to be on it.
This guy is a cancer that's metastasized throughout the entire building in Florham Park. And I don't know why Jets fans can't see it.
Because we're not stupid, Chris. Maybe that's why. Stop calling us dumb. Okay? Because your takes are stupid. So we laugh at them. And calling a guy a cancer, really? I just think it's the height of disrespect. Hit the like button if you're tuned in right now. Comments, questions, super chats. We continue with your calls. Tommy's up next. What's up, Tommy?
Jake, what's up, my brother?
Hey, Tommy, how are you?
Yeah, what an embarrassment from a Chris Candy. Like, I can't even listen to that dude. And, like, everybody that talks about our Jets, it's just basically the people that don't know about the Jets. They don't know. They just want, and they're the haters on the Jets that have the, I'll make it real quick, real fast. It's like Aaron Rodgers haters. Like, okay, he came from Green Bay, came here, and he didn't do these 2 little bullshit camps that he did all for 20 years. And even if he held out on them, regardless, he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. So why are people in the media trying to act like you know what it's like to be a Super Bowl winning quarterback? Like, you have no idea what it's like to live that lifestyle. So, like, all these people that try to live life, Aaron Rodgers, I don't care if you win one or you have been to one. Even if you've been to one, all these guys are on a different lifestyle, okay? And Aaron Rodgers is a man, and he's a man's man. And he has no kids. He has no family. And he has family. What I'm saying is he went on his retreat to get him spiritually ready for the season. And everyone should respect his spiritual preference for whatever he has to do.
Yeah, but
I love that man.
But even if he like just wanted to do something else, if he gave the Jets notice and he's 40, and he's been at everything else, who cares? Like, we get caught up in mandatory versus voluntary. It's the same thing. He went to 10 of their 12 practices this offseason. He missed 2. It is not a big deal. He went to more practices than Lamar Jackson did. Why is that not being discussed?
Because it's Aaron Rodgers, and he's doing a spiritual awakening for his own brain. That's what he's basically doing. He doesn't have to admit it, but that's what basically, like, the media that's coming out, what they're saying, he's going to go do ayahuasca.
We don't
And
know
if
what
he
he's
is,
doing
if
yet.
he,
It's not, but it's not
what
out
I'm
yet.
saying is, even
Nope.
if he was
No
going to
one-
do that, even
Tommy,
if
no one credible has reported that Aaron Rodgers is doing ayahuasca until something's actually confirmed from a legitimate source. I don't really care what he's doing. It doesn't matter. That's the point.
100%, Jake. That's the point. Nobody should like whatever you want. He's been in the league for 40 years, bro. This is a man that's been. It's a man among boys. So let this guy have his 2 days to go do his. Even if you wanted to go out to Hawaii and do whatever you want, dude. You're coming back and he's ready to go 1,000%. Like that's the type of warrior I want in my system. And if no one is that, other people that aren't Jet fans don't understand that. They look at it on the outside like he's a bad teammate. He's doing this and that. Our Jets love that's why we gained him the most inspirational player of the year, bro. We gave him the trophy. He's going to come back and be the most improved player plus the MVP player of the year. Jets, Jake. Jets, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. I love it, Tommy. Ladies and gentlemen, TH3 is the first to step up for the people that are tuned in live to the Jake Asman program.
Money.
G-Man the Prophet, Matias Morales. Hey, G-Man the Prophet, message me on Discord the email you want your Texans tickets sent to. I have the one on file for Patreon, but if you want it somewhere else, you better let me know quickly. Dorcas Bella, Kremla de Krem, C. Wannen. You guys are all officially as maniacs. Let's go. There's 5 new memberships. We added like 60 something in the first show. I think we're close to a new channel emoji. I will check that because I know a lot of people keep asking what the next emoji will be. And right now, it is up for debate. Nobody seems to know. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is a man who doesn't have 1 intro, 2 intros, 3 intros, 4 intros, 5 intros, 6 intros, or even 7 intros. He, in fact, has 8 intros.
Well, you know, I've grown to love my buddy Alan, but Southwest has to go. I threw him off my show.
Okay, I disagree with this moron. I think all the Aaron Rodgers haters, you know, the reporters who open their big mouth,
yeah,
I think they sit in a room and smoke that New York Kush. I mean, I think they're on higher than a kite when they do this. He's a moron. I can't stand him on Sunday Night Football. He opens stupid. And what was that guy's name? He was 5th among the haters. Play for the Broncos. What's his name?
Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, and then Stephen A. Smith. Didn't he stick up for Rodgers, or is he against Rodgers?
I didn't hear what he said today. I know because they needed the topic. They went to the old, Aaron Rodgers missing minicamp. Is it a big deal? I'm like, this happened 2 weeks ago, and if there's a game 7 tonight in the Stanley Cup, and you need a topic, really? But go on.
Yeah. So do you know what's Stephen A. Smith shows up on my show sometimes, General Hospital. He's on that show. He's a good actor.
Are you on General Hospital? Is that what you're saying?
No, I watch it. I watch it.
Oh.
So, Chris Canty, does he have a phone number? I would really like to call his butt out.
You should call his house phone like you do Bonesy.
No, I don't know. The ESPN. Can I call in that show?
I'm sure you could if they take calls in the morning. I don't listen to that show very often because
you
I'm
know
sleeping.
that number.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's the number I'll be giving out tonight on ESPN Radio. Let's see.
Okay, give it out tonight, and then I'll call that jackass. What time does he go on? Do you know?
6 to 10 a.m.
I'm gonna call his ass. I'm telling you, I'm gonna call him.
All right, give him a call. All right,
and tell him he was a lousy player on the Giants. He stinks, and yeah, I don't.
So what's the latest with this war between you and South Ass? Any updates?
Oh, he has left the building. He says, "Oh, I can't talk." Well, remember what Nick told me to put it in 4 or 5 people, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got it down there because I really don't want to hear his voice. So I kept him down in the studio.
You made him wait.
Yeah, so he just left. Then he says, LOL, and he says, I'm going to change my names all the time. There was 2 prank calls, and that was him.
He prank called your show?
Yeah. Is he in the chat?
I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah. He wore it. You got to see my thing. Go back and see what he was wearing. He's an idiot.
How many hours were you live today, Bobby?
I think 2 hours. Then tonight, after your show, Connor and Boy Green go on. Then after them, I go on.
When are you not on?
No, I'm not going on that late. I'm not going to stay up till 1:30 in the morning.
I heard rumblings of a 24-hour show in the near future.
Well, you know who does that? My friend Bad Dog.
Well, they're calling it the Bobby Marathon. It's just nonstop Bobby.
Do you see Bad Dog? You ever hear of Bad Dog Sports?
I do shows for that station, yeah.
Bad Dog Sport? Not.
Are you saying bad or mad?
Yeah, Bad Dog.
Yes.
B-A-D.
Okay.
He's a big Giant fan. And this weekend he went 24 hours because he does charity like you. He did it for the mental illness, and he did very good. He doesn't take call-ins, so but one time I stayed up all 24 hours watching him. I did because I love that guy too.
I love it. Mike Nuts says free South Ass. Would you like to respond to Mike?
No, sorry. Well, he left himself, so he's not banned, but he just left, Mike. Okay.
Is this Mike D's nuts?
Why do you make a big deal of him? I don't like the guy. Okay, I let him on, and I just don't want to talk to him. Okay, jeez. Oh, Mike D's, I like you very much. Just it just irritates me. Okay, so no, you're going on.
Nope.
Well, you know that Al's a lion crap of crap. You should check out my new hat. The Jets are freaking awesome. Bobby.
I'm not going live tonight, Bobby. I'll be on the radio. You could listen in 7 p.m. to 10. We got a game 7 tonight, Bobby. I can't be going live. Come on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mother Effin' Chew has gifted a channel membership. Let's get caught up on here because we have a D's Nuts explosion as well. Quick Dolo is the recipient of the membership here from Mother Effin' Chew. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's nuts time. Mike D's Nuts saying, it's my turn.
Hey, thank you, Mike D's Nuts. Hey, for another gifted membership. Hey.
All right, if you hear your name called, Sko, you're a member. Sean Freeze, you're a member. David Ayala, you're a member. Josh Ellis, you're a member. Gangrene 365. You guys are all officially as Maniacs. Congratulations on your incredible accomplishment. Mike D's Nuts says, Bobby, we just having fun. It seems like Bobby and South End can't get on the same page as Bobby feels it's serious and South End appears to be joking. So I don't really know what's going on with the drama there on the Bobby Midnight Show, but I hope it all gets worked out soon because Bobby's my guy. Red John says, have you seen Mike Clay's interview on the Jets YouTube channel? I have not, but I did see he was on there, so I will look at it and perhaps we'll recap it in a future episode. We had Mike Clay on our show, though, right after he dropped that article on why he picked the Jets to win the Super Bowl this year. Think about that. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, more of your calls coming up. But first, I want to say today's Jake Asman Show presented by our brand new sponsor, HOMAGE. Get yourself some officially licensed Jets gear, vintage style gear, any of those T-shirts you see on the screen. And this T-shirt I'm rocking right now, the Aaron Rodgers shirt that I've had for over a year from HOMAGE. You can get it. It is linked in the description for the video. So please check it out and purchase some Jets gear, or I'll make it real easy for everyone out there. Look at your screen right now. Boom, scan that QR code. It takes you right to the website so you can get yourself some new Jets gear with HOMAGE or HOMAGE, however you want to say it. They're an awesome sponsor, awesome clothing brand, and it's an honor to partner with them ahead of the upcoming season. Get yourself some gear from HOMAGE today. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is a man who could be pooping. He could be sleeping. He could be cooking. He could be in Puerto Rico. We have no idea until we do this.
I mean, honestly, it's time for another V-Man call. Hopefully, he's not on the toilet.
Hey, Jake, what's up? I just before I came on, I scrolled back to see where the ranking was. Do they do drug testing at Mike Florio's job? Because I think he needs to be checked.
Well, according to Bobby, he's smoking that New York Kush.
Come on, it's something a bit more hardcore than that to put the Jets at, what was it, 25?
I was thinking more meth than weed. I think weed's okay, you know.
That's what I'm saying. It's like crazy. You could not put 25. You could not put 10 teams right now that are in a better position than New York Jets, let alone 24.
I mean, it's a ridiculous list, and it just completely exposes the hypocrisy of many in the national media for their blind hatred of Aaron Rodgers.
But look, I get it. People don't like his position. Look, we watch sports too as escapism from the divisiveness of politics. You know, we try to keep our politics. Sometimes it's inevitable that they mix. You know, a la Jackie Robinson and such things like that. You know, Jackie Robinson. Sometimes it inevitably mixes, and there's nothing you can do about it. But in this case, it's like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Look, he's here to play football. That's all that matters.
Have you shunned your Italian heritage completely with the 100% Puerto Rican in the little name tag there?
No, because if I were to change that, you're just going to change it back. So
no, come on.
I mean, I've told you about my grandfather. I mean, what else do you want to know? Like, what else do you want to know that? Well, what else do you want to know that he didn't? He actually, I don't ever remember him speaking Italian.
Give me a little Italian, V-man. Do you speak any Italian?
I don't know any. I mean, buongiorno. I think that it's like I don't remember because I remember he spent the bulk of his life in Venezuela, so he didn't, and then he moved to Miami, so then he only spoke Spanish because he was in a Spanish community. And like I do remember that he did not speak he rarely spoke English. He always used to say his favorite go-to line in English was "no good." It's all he like New York, no good. That was basically everything he would just say, and he would just sit there. Honestly, we'd just sit, and we'd try to have a conversation while he was smoking like his Marlboro Lights.
Thank you for this one, V-man.
You're welcome.
V-man, did you see what just happened?
No, I did not see what happened.
It's a Mike D's Nuts alert.
Bang! Thank you, Mike D's Nuts, for another gifted membership.
5 more memberships from the man, the myth, the legend, Mike D's Nuts. Smash the D's Nuts emoji, baby. Devin Wilson, Ocho Nueve, Frank Sama, Rick, and Gregory Picone. You guys are all officially channel members. That was story time for V-Man right there. I mean, that was something. Well done, V-Man. Also, V-Man just powering through the fart drops is impressive. You got to give him credit. He will not let that define him. He'll just pretend like it didn't even happen. I love it. Well done, V-Man. NY Jet Slaughter says V-Man lost in his own take. We don't know what V-Man was saying, but he was saying something. That's what makes V-Man V-Man. All right, joining us right now for the big reveal of what color her nails are is a member of the 4% female demographic. Ladies and gentlemen, Carly of Kicks by Carly is up next. Hello.
I did not know that the nails were that big. We're matching. Wait, that's so cute.
Well, I typically wear green on the show if you haven't noticed that.
I didn't notice. I'm in green too.
Is it a jet shirt?
Green.
Hey, there we go. Well done.
No, it's not a jet shirt. It's tops. And my doorman just stopped me. He was like, "Oh, do you collect cards?" And I was like, "No, I don't." He's like, "Where'd you get that shirt?" I said, "My friend works for Tops." He's like, "Oh, can I bring in my collection so she could tell me what I have?" I was like, "Sure." So I kind of got my friend Kelsey into a situation to deal with my doorman. And
is Kelsey single?
What?
Is Kelsey single?
She is. You've met her.
Well, I don't remember, but maybe it's the start of a true relationship here between your doorman and Kelsey over baseball cards.
I don't think so.
All right. Well, you never know.
Maybe
Alright.
some magic will happen.
You said you had a story you wanted to share with the Asmaniacs.
No,
You still want to
you
share
were
it?
going to share the story and ask for the opinion.
All right. There was an incident. I hung out with Carly yesterday and some friends of ours, and there was an incident yesterday that I back Carly 100%, but I'm curious how the Asmaniacs feel about this.
You shouldn't have led with that. Like, I want everybody's opinions.
You know what? I take it back. I don't back Carly. I think she's in the wrong. So we're at a crowded place yesterday for lunch, and there's not a whole lot of seats available. So there's plenty of people like waiting to sit down and like basically sit down to eat their lunch. And the group we were with, like 4 of the 6 were able to sit down, no problem, because there was a table that opened up. You and me were the 2 stragglers that were standing next to our table, and there were these 2 people directly next to us who were not eating anymore. They had finished their meal. They were just sitting there talking. Once again, this place is like packed to the brim. It's out of control. And I guess you're an intimidating person because you were like looking at them enough, basically like eyeing their table like it was prey. You were about to pounce on it. You're like you were a hawk about to attack like a mushroom or something, or whatever a hawk eats, a worm, caterpillar, whatever. And eventually these 2 people get up, and the woman that was sitting there says to you, what did she say?
She goes, I just want to let you know you made me really uncomfortable. And I was like, for what? You're sitting there with your napkin and your napkin's in your bowl. You guys had finished. They were sitting there for what, 10 minutes just chatting. And this place is packed. Like when we finished our lunch yesterday, we got up and let other people sit. We cleaned the table and got up. That's
Quickly,
what you do
too.
in a place like that.
Yep.
So tell me if I'm wrong.
Look, I don't think there's any rational human being who's going to say you're wrong. Maybe you were a little aggressive, like in their face.
I was not that aggressive.
I mean, at one point you did get into the woman's face, and you're like,
that did not happen. Stop lying.
yeah, but no, you did. You didn't do that. I don't. You didn't do anything wrong. The whole thing was just wild.
Standing there waiting to sit when they got up. Like I was just glancing over to see, like, oh, like when are these people going to get up? Also, the balls to say that I made her uncomfortable. Sorry that I did, but like everybody else in the restaurant was also staring. I did not get up close in her face like that. That's a lie.
We don't say balls on this show. We simply say.
Is this Mike D's nuts?
True.
You weren't in the wrong, but it was very funny how your intimidation nearly caused a major conflict at lunch.
I guess I'm intimidating.
Should I run it up the poll, or are you convinced that enough people think you won?
Apparently, people are saying that I'm wrong.
Well, I think Oscar the Grouch is just being a troll. No,
but somebody else just said they paid for it. Let them enjoy their meal. Their meal was over. There are not many tables in this place. This is not like a sit down restaurant. It's like a fast casual. Like you get your food, you sit, you eat it, you leave.
I'll describe it to think a smaller version of Chipotle.
Yeah.
Like it's quick. You're in and out. There's not a whole lot of tables.
But the line is huge. We waited in line. Like there's a lot of people who want to sit and eat. We were not the only ones standing there waiting to get a table.
Correct. And she had the audacity to say to you that you're intimidating her. You're making her uncomfortable.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you're in the wrong. And I'm glad that you went with the jet green nails. That's much better than the yellow. I mean, this is a jet program. Come on.
I liked the yellow a lot, actually.
All right. I have about like 10 minutes left in the show, Carly. Will you sit on hold in case there's any memberships that come rolling in?
I will sit on.
All right. All memberships will be read by Carly till the end of the show. Oh, wow. You don't even got to go anywhere.
Great.
Rick Kent, 10 channel memberships. Oh, baby.
Money, 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 money.
Can I go?
Yep, go ahead. This is going to make King Lowski's head explode.
Sorry, Lowski. B. Saez, Veterans Fitness, Rex Ryan. Didn't know he was a fan of the program here.
Big fan.
Dude, I lost it. Hold on. NYJ Dave, Wish B, WD, J Rod, Jonathan Idravo, Gary Kleisler, the Jets killed Carl. You were all gifted memberships by Rick Kent. Congratulations.
100%. Now, do you think that more people will be are more willing to gift memberships because they know that you can intimidate strangers as you did yesterday?
I sure hope so.
That's right.
This
That's
really
right.
looks nice with the green. I'll wear green next time too. Yeah.
Should I get my nails painted green?
Did you want to tell your fans what you did yesterday?
I'm not ashamed of it. I'll embrace it.
Well, actually, somebody asked in the comments if we got mani-pedis together.
Well, for the first time in over a decade, I got a pedicure. That's the one with the feet.
You
That's
sure
right.
did.
That's right. But they're not painted.
No, I didn't make him do that.
No, that would have been. But I will say, I don't think I'm doing that again anytime soon. I don't like people touching my feet. Yeah, look at that. Not a fan. It was too hot yesterday too. I had my sweat towel everywhere. But a couple of your memberships as Maniacs went to the Jake Asman Gets a Pedicure Fund for the first time in 11 or 12 years.
I also was just there getting my nails done, and there were 3 men getting mani-pedis. So
I mean, men do it. I just don't really do it that often. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll get another one within 10 years, but I don't know if it's going to be anytime soon. But within the next 10 years, I'll do it again.
I asked yesterday. I said, "Would you go back in another 10 years?" You said I would.
Yeah. So I'll give you a 10-year window where I'll do it.
Okay, sounds
All right.
good. We'll go
Carly,
again in 10 years.
Excellent job out of you. Great work. Keep intimidating strangers.
That's what I'm here for.
Carly, checking in. All right. Rapid fire through. More of your calls here before we wrap. Ladies and gentlemen, South Ass is on the line. Uh-oh. Hello, South Ass.
Yo, what's going on, Jake?
South Ass, what's the deal with you and Bobby Midnight?
I just left, bro. I'm not even, like I said in the comments, I'm just trying to chill, and I'm not even talking, and he's just kicking me out. So he's like obsessed with me. So whatever, I'm not gonna watch his show no more, and I'm gonna watch your show. But if he keeps bringing me up, I'm gonna get on here and violate him, and a lot of you guys are gonna be mad at me. I'm gonna do him like Alan did BMAC, and I don't want to go that route. But it's just, so that's where I stand. I just left. I said I won't watch. You don't want me to watch, and I appeared as Pennywise. I appeared as Garth from Wayne's World. I mean, I had the comment section was loving it, but he wanted to kick me off for a black screen. So I'm not gonna beg to be on the guy's show. I'll just keep calling you sometimes.
Well, let's bring Bobby on right now and see if we can hammer this one out. Bobby, can we work something out where you guys could have a meeting of the minds here?
Well, first of all, remember what Nick suggested to me to have 4 or 5 people on at one time, right?
Correct. Yeah, we don't want 10 people at a time on the
No,
Bobby
I
show.
did not have, so I kicked them off because I had my friends on there. So he could come on, but I don't want to talk to him. That's it. So I am not scared of you, okay? I'm not afraid of you because I am a man. You're a child, okay? And I don't care what you say.
Why would you be afraid of me, bro? What are you talking about? We're all part of the Jets family. That's what I'm trying to tell you. No, I said I'm going to make fun of you if you keep bringing my name up, which I don't want to do that because you're cool. But it's like, I'm literally sitting in your show. I'm not even talking. And you're like, man, I'm going to kick this guy. So I left. Why? I'm not going to beg you to be on your show. Yeah, I wouldn't even know who you are if it wasn't for Jake. So it's like, I accomplished more in 30 minutes than you have in the last 10 years. So
all right. Just stop it, South Ass. I'm on Bobby's side now.
Yeah, he's a total idiot. I'm glad. I don't care if you don't show up. Don't get a headache then. Thank God I don't get a migraine because you don't show up.
Why can't we all just get along? What's the problem, man? Bobby's doing hours of programming for the people when I'm not live. Why can't we all just get along?
Doesn't respect me. I already gave him 4. How many warnings do you kick people to the all the time when you get mad at them? I'm getting right.
Yeah. Bobby, it's your show. It's your rules. You can throw anyone you want off your show.
Yeah, so I'm glad that
I can put anyone I want on this show, like Carly right now. Hey, Carly.
Oh, hi, Carly.
Hi, Carly.
How you doing? No, Put it back on. Come on.
No, I was just messing with her. It's fine. Go ahead,
Put-
Bobby.
put it-
Continue your point.
I want to talk. Say hi. Put it back on.
Bobby, we're focused on your war with South Ass, not Carly McNuggets.
Well, I don't have to worry about it. He's not coming on my show, so it's no big war. So I don't have to deal with him. So I want to deal with Carly. Please say hi.
So,
to her.
God, Bobby, you're killing me. Fine.
Well,
Say hi to Carly.
Carly,
Bobby.
I was your second date yesterday, right?
Bobby, this is not what this show is supposed to be.
Okay, well, I tell you, I would have done the same thing to those people, or even worse. I'm telling you right now. I would say, get your butts up now because I got to eat. And that's what I would say. I would have told them that. I'm not afraid of that. What do I call him again?
South Ass?
South Ass. I don't care about him. I care about you, Carly.
Oh, thanks,
Hey,
Bobby.
how was the pedicure, though? Does that feel good?
Are you asking me or Jake?
Jake.
I didn't really like it. Like it was
Really?
necessary because I haven't had any maintenance to my feet in over a decade, but it was but it was
So
not
that's
I didn't enjoy it. I'm not Rex Ryan.
You'll be married by that time, so she could take you to get the thing. But no, I don't care. I don't have any war with him anymore. It's over.
All
Can
right.
you please? Hey, did you see me singing on my show today?
Did I see you singing on your show? No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna need someone to send me the clip of this.
I was singing New York, New York.
All right, well, why don't you sing it on this show?
Well, I got to get my song up, okay?
Go ahead, sing it.
Wait, I got to get it up. I can't do it. I got to get the song.
Well, I don't know if you could play it. I can't deal with the copyright issues.
No, I got my headphone. Nobody heard me in my chat.
Okay, see, it's gonna be playing in your headphones.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna be able to hear it, but you're just gonna
He just
sing.
needs to hear the tune so he could go to it. He
All
just
right.
needs like a
Background.
yeah.
They
All
said
right.
I did very good on my show. Okay, let me sing to you guys. This isn't a love song, though. It's New York, New York. All right? It's not a love song, I promise.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Where did I put that? Okay, here we go. Almost starting. We just got to get the right one. There we go. Okay, we got to wait for a commercial. Remember that. Okay, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. He's back on you. Running stray. They do the there we go. New York, New York.
Yeah, Bobby.
I want to wake up in the city that doesn't sleep. And the king of the hill, top of the heap, these little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it. New York, New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it. Anywhere it's up to you. New York, New York. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, Bobby.
It's yeah, New York. I'm going to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep.
Bobby Midnight, everybody.
And the
I don't know if he can hear us.
one.
He's still going.
Top of the list, queen of the hill. Hey, number one. East Little Town Blues.
Bobby, excellent job out of you, man.
It's Columbia.
Sorry.
Hey.
Bobby, I gotta go soon. I'm on the radio in
I
an
know.
hour.
It's almost over. Man, you start of it. Hello, New York.
Oh, you know I'm doing another Zoom meeting. Oh, farts Jake's going live. Gotta end my friggin' stream. I'm Bobby.
That was great.
Tremendous. I felt like Sinatra was actually performing on this show.
I felt like it was the end of the Yankee game.
Do you have time for one more call, Carly, here? Because there's someone who has some questions for you.
Oh, I sure do. I hope it's somebody nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's someone who was at our event on Thursday. He always has the best food takes on the planet.
Oh,
Gary
God.
joins us now.
What's up? I'm just a neutral observer. I just have some questions in making my decision here. You said she was sitting there. There was a couple there sitting there for 10 minutes ish after they were done eating. Yeah, is that?
Yes.
Okay. Ballpark to your best ability. How old do you think they were?
30.
30.
25 to 30, somewhere.
Oh, so your age ish. Okay.
Yes, around my age, but I probably would have said 30.
Oh, okay. Then no. I thought you were gonna say she was older, like she was like 40.
Oh my God, no.
Like, okay.
That wouldn't be relevant, though. Either way, they're sitting there for 10 minutes in a crowded place when there's clearly people waiting for a seat, and we're standing right there.
We were not the only people standing waiting for tables. There was a line of people basically hovering over tables waiting. It just so happened that all of my friends were sitting at the table directly next to them. So I was like, oh, great, let's hop on and get this table next to them so we can all sort of sit together.
You know, I came on this call kind of on the other side, but you're kind of
No,
over here.
you being against the grain with a take, Gary, that never happens.
Like, if someone's eating, like there's no timer. If I want to sit and eat, I'm going to sit and eat unless they tell me to go. But I thought this was an elderly lady, like not elderly, but middle-aged or older, and then you're standing over. I wasn't there. I don't know. I'm just trying to put the pieces together, right? And then like there is nothing more like a middle-aged woman, an attractive middle-aged woman hates than an attractive 20-year-old something. Like it happens every time. So like, is she being defensive? Right? Like you'll see it whenever you walk into a room. If there's like a really good-looking 45-year-old woman there, and then a good-looking 25-year-old woman comes in, that 45-year-old woman instantly hates that attractive 25-year-old. See, Carly's laughing because she knows it's true. That is 100% the case. I don't know why, but it's always the case. So I'm like, did she not like you? Did she have something against you, or was she actually intimidated? But if she was your age, she's 25, 30.
Her new name is Carly McBully, according to Jay Brown.
She's not intimidated.
Here's the thing. If it was a real restaurant, I would agree with like Mike D's Nuts' comments. Who said I paid for my food, I leave when I'm ready. But like this was like a smaller Chipotle. Like it's not meant to be sitting down there for hours. Like if it's packed, you eat, and then when you're done eating, you be respectful for like the tons of people that are all waiting for tables. Like that's the type of place this is, like a grab and go type of place.
Is there a waiter and waitress?
No,
you go up and
order at the counter. They make it and they yell out your number. I was number 22 yesterday. I said 22. I went up, I got my bowl, and I went and I stood to try to wait for a table for my friends. I was hunting and gathering to get a table for my group of people.
You guys are kind of turning me on this, right? Like I originally
Wow.
I was like Carly's not wrong, but neither is the other girl, right? Like it's just like a misunderstanding.
Listen, I understand. Like, I understand you paid for your food. You're totally entitled to eat it and get up when you want. But the respectful thing to do is when you see there's probably 20 people waiting for a table, you say, okay, I'm done. Let me clean up. I'm not saying like finish your last bite and get off the chair. Like they were done. Her napkin was like in the bowl. They were just sitting there chatting for 10, 15 minutes. At that point, it's like a little rude. You're taking up space when there's 20 people waiting. Like, come on, be respectful. You waited for a table for you to sit down and have your lunch. Now other people are doing the same.
Yeah, I mean, we were standing while trying to eat because there was no room. That's the point.
Yeah,
I just think it's funny that Carly intimidated a random strange woman by just looking at her.
Is there any way the girl was actually like thought she was anywhere in any type of danger? No, right? I mean, she's being ridiculous at that point. Like, I mean,
no danger at all. I was standing catty corner to her table, facing my friends, eating my bowl, standing up, of course, and I glance over to see, oh, when are these people going to get up? Maybe it would be nice if they're finished and they can get up and we could take the table.
She's not exactly Tony Soprano standing there cross-armed like, are you going to get up, right? Like, I mean,
I actually have footage, Gary, if this will make it easier. This was basically Carly intimidating the couple next to us at lunch yesterday.
F you. F you. F you too.
anyway, congratulations on the 73 Nuggets. What was it? 73 Nuggets in 10 minutes? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
83.
Everyone hit the McNugget emoji. All right, I got to go, Gary. Are we done here?
This is why, Jake, great job. All right, yeah, we're done.
Make your final point, Gary. Now I'm intrigued.
No, see, this is why you got to know your fighter, right? Like, this is why you work a corner and I don't, right? Because if it was me, I would have said, you got to slow that down. Like, we're in here for the long haul. You can't be throwing Nuggets down like that. That's too fast. We got to go 12 rounds today. But you knew your fighter. You said, keep going. She's got this. She does this all the time in camp. She can eat 73 Nuggets, no problem. That's a shout out to you too, Jake. Great job working that corner.
Thank you, Gary. I mean, look, you got to know your fighter. You're right. And Carly's the Nugget guzzler.
Gas station pizza is better than a Big Mac.
All right, Carly, excellent job. I think by explaining the story, more people are on your side than not.
I hope so.
All right. I have to run, everybody. Carly, thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye. All right. Appreciate everyone for their support. So, you know, Purple Belt Mike, 10 seconds. Make it quick. I got to run. I hit the wrong button. Sorry, Carly. Purple Belt Mike, you're up next.
Just new emoji. It should be a Jake Asman meth lab type of emoji.
How is that going to fit in one by one, though, Mike? That might be tough.
No, you can do the trailer and then with your picture on it. Like you take the picture of the Breaking Bad one and put your face on the side.
Send me an example of what you're referring to, and I'll see what we can do.
All
right. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. All right. Thank you all. I'm on the radio in an hour, so I got to go get ready for that. We're pre-taping some interviews. 7 to 10:50 a.m. in New York, ESPN radio app, Sirius XM, Channel 80. I'll talk to you guys soon. And in honor of Bobby performing Frank Sinatra on this show, why don't we go back to the last time Bobby busted out in song on his show, JETS, 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 Jets. Have a good night, everybody.
You know what it is? They can't get the taxes out of that in Airbnb because of Zell and all that stuff. They were so they outlawed it. That's basically what it is.
That must have been recent because I stayed in an Airbnb like maybe about 2.5 years ago.
Was it in Manhattan?
Huh?
Was it in Manhattan?
No, I was in Brooklyn.
Okay, I know Brooklyn and Queens has Airbnbs. If you're looking to go out there, you
yeah.
definitely could.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Like you could look in, I think, to Long Island City. I don't know if they have hotels and whatnot there, but Long Island City is like a Manhattan, brand new Manhattan. Like there's a brand new skyline. I know people that.
That's awesome.
Bobby, what are you singing, Bobby?
Nothing.